Novice investors have many questions about how to get started. Do you find yourself in that camp? Not knowing where to turn, how to do it, or worried that you'll make a mistake? Is there a lot of noise out there and you aren't sure where to turn? Overwhelmed by the choices? Well, not to worry, we're here to help. In today's video, we will share 6 tips for new investors to make it easy to get going. Before we begin, please like this video and hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on so you will be first to know about new content. Our mission at the Personal Finance and Investing channel is to empower people to achieve financial independence. Subscribing will help us achieve that goal. Now, let's get back to today's video. Number 1. Start now. The biggest hurdle for a beginner investor is getting started. When is the best time to get started? A Chinese proverb humorously says, "The best time to invest your money is 20 years ago, the next best time is now." We agree wholeheartedly. If you haven't started investing, get started right away. Nicholas J. Scheibner, a wealth management advisor with Barron Financial Group, cautions against waiting until the perfect time to enter. Begin immediately and keep building it. The key is time in the market, not timing the market. He also suggests that novice investors begin their first year assuming a loss on their investment. Recognize that losing money on an investment is occasionally to be expected and that it doesn't always indicate that something went wrong. It probably suggests the exact opposite, which is that you should make more purchases when they are on sale. Number 2. Don't let the media scare you. The biggest piece of advice Andrew Langdon, a registered financial planner and founder of 5 Points Financial Planning, would provide to new investors is to understand that the media and you as an investor have completely different agendas. The goal of the media is to attract viewers, which they typically do by coming up with exciting headlines. According to Langdon, if your goal as an investor is to raise your wealth over time, you may achieve this by focusing on factors like time horizon, risk, costs, and taxes. According to study, people who don't try to time the market and don't make many adjustments to their portfolio will do better in the long run. When you come across stories warning of the impending stock market Armageddon, try to keep a clear head and make decisions based on your investing plan, not the newest headlines. Number 3. Dollar cost average. The best way to invest is to consistently put money into the investment rather than trying to save up and make a single huge investment later. There are 2 reasons for this. First, it is likely that you won't actually save anything and waiting will just cause you to miss out on an opportunity to get your money in the market. Second is the benefit of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is putting money in consistently, for example, investing $100 per month every month like clockwork. This way your cost basis will average out over time, meaning you will buy more shares when the market is down and fewer shares when the market is up. It averages out. If you instead only invest one time in a year, you might be buying at the market peak and not buy as many shares. Then if the market comes down, your entire portfolio goes down. Dollar cost averaging allows you to smooth out those purchases. Pick an amount of money that you can invest every pay period or every month and invest that consistently so you'll constantly be buying in the market. Number 4. Set investment goals. The first stage in creating an investment strategy is identifying your investment objective. Rob Williams, Vice President of Financial Planning at Charles Schwab, suggests that you put a monetary amount next to each of your short, medium, and long-term goals. A trip to Greece might be a short-term goal for next year, while saving for a down payment on a house could be a medium-term goal. Having defined goals is a great approach to keep yourself inspired to keep investing and saving, according to him. Your comprehension of how to invest for the duration of each aim is aided. If you have a goal, you'll be more likely to hit it. Not having a goal might cause you to become discouraged and give up. Your goals and the time horizons for those goals can influence your investment decisions. If you need to buy a car in 12 months, you likely want to invest in assets that are extremely low risk such as bonds so you have enough money to make the purchase. Investing in riskier assets might lead to losses where you can no longer afford the purchase. Conversely, if your time horizon is much longer, e.g. saving for retirement in 30 years, you can afford to make riskier investments such as growth stocks in order to shoot for higher gains. Any short-term volatility will be overcome in the long term. Number 5. Start with broad-based investments. After deciding whether to invest, the next critical choice new investors must make is what to invest in. Don't get overwhelmed with all the choices that are available to investors. A great default investment is to invest in a Standard & Poor's 500 index fund. The S&P 500 is a stock market index of 500 large companies listed on stock exchanges in the United States weighted by market capitalization of these companies. Historically, this index has been considered to be benchmark of what people consider to be the performance of the stock market. An S&P 500 index fund is a mutual fund or exchange-traded fund, or ETF, that matches the composition of the S&P 500 index. Thus, instead of having to buy pieces of 500 different companies, you can invest in one index and get the same exposure. Investing in an S&P 500 index fund provides several advantages. First, it is low cost. The fund will just automatically match the weightings of the S&P 500, so it has low overhead. Actively managed funds have humans who use various tools to buy investments to beat the market. Actively managed funds have higher costs associated with them since they have more overhead. Expense ratios of actively managed funds are typically between 0.5% and 1.0%, whereas an S&P 500 index fund could have an expense ratio as low as 0.03%. Second, the S&P 500 has had great returns on average. Since inception, the S&P 500 index has returned 11.82%, which is higher than many actively managed funds. As you can see, an easy way to invest at the same level as the market is just to invest passively in an S&P 500 index fund, which will likely deliver great returns and not cost a lot. Many investment management companies offer S&P 500 index funds which are going to be very similar, so there is not a lot of reason to choose one over the other. Companies like Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, and many others have great performing S&P 500 index funds. Find one that you like, start investing in it, and you likely can't go wrong with that. Note that past performance of the market is not a guarantee of future results. This is just based on historical averages over the long haul. You are not guaranteed to have great growth in a given year, but the S&P 500 index gives you a great chance of your investments performing well. Number 6. Automate your investments. Williams suggests automating as much of the investment process as you can where your money is automatically invested without effort. Set up automated deposits from a checking or savings account into your investment account. If you are investing in both retirement and non-retirement accounts, you can predetermine how much goes to each account so you don't have to think about it. Don't try to remember to make manual payments, as you will likely either forget or will have run out of money because you overspent. People refer to this as paying yourself first by automatically investing, which creates forced discipline in your financials. Future you will appreciate that present you set up your investments to make automatic monthly contributions. In the future we'll go into much more detail on many of these topics, such as index funds versus actively managed funds, dollar cost averaging, compound interest over time, etc. This is it for today's video. Let us know in the comments section below what you think, and send us any requests you have about specific topics you want to hear more about or questions you want to answer. We'll make dedicated videos for each topic. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can help achieve our mission of empowering people to achieve financial independence. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.